Bebop, got it on lock. Check your wristwatch. Tick-tock, time for lift off. You hear the stars calling.
All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Bebop Boys back. Welcome back to the Bebop Boys podcast, where we talk about anime, movie, comic books, all type of fly shit. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
What's up? We got Nick over here in pink, looking very Don Flamingo-ish.
Yeah.
Yep. Tony O.
Daddy.
Tony over here. Yeah. Enjoying your Pride Month, I presume.
No, bro, I've been working. It's been a rough Pride month.
I mean, no, the beginning was good. I mean,
especially in comparison to last year. Last year, I was out here.
Yeah, y'all be priding it up on Pride Month, man.
But this year, yeah, I did. Like, I hung out with last week or the week before my buddy sold out and moved to San Francisco. We did some debauchery. Not the headquarters.
It is the headquarters, right? That's where everybody wants to go, right?
No.
Everybody knows your name?
No,
Everybody knows
we're
your
not
name?
Cheers. I would say no. Now, maybe back in the 90s and stuff. Now, like, gays want to go to Puerto Vallarta.
What the fuck is that?
That's in Mexico.
Oh.
New York, of course. Like, because, it's, no one cares about what
Is
you're
a
doing.
New York gay different than an LA gay?
Yeah.
I think a LA person is different from a New York person.
True.
They say
Very
that
true.
with,
Yes,
like,
right.
you're a New York 9, but LA 5.
Damn. Yeah, you only look good in your hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
true.
But, like, they have more sun, they have money, or pretend to have money. Whereas New York, it's dirty and nasty. You have to.
Yeah.
It's about the vibes in New York. Whereas,
Yeah, it's about going to get a chicken sandwich and everybody knows you.
I thought it was
Yeah,
cheese and pizza or some shit.
I love New York. I love New York over LA.
Never
I've
been?
never been to LA. I want to go to New
You
York.
don't like either?
You
Yeah.
got to pick up that mic, son.
Yeah, we gotta pick up that mic before
Yeah,
you get
pick
yelled
I
at.
dislike both.
Why do you dislike both?
I dislike New York.
Are you just a Midwest boy?
I don't like
He's a
people.
Midwestern boy.
Okay.
I don't like people.
Midwest
So New
boy.
York,
We gotta make that song
definitely
for Wes.
don't like going there. Riding the subway is nope, not fun.
I love riding it, which is so ironic you say that. I hate catching the bus here in Detroit. It is the worst bus system ever.
That's some poor shit.
But put me in, right?
Sorry, I'm clapping.
It is, right. But then
I
put
love
me
catching the bus.
I know.
But put me in New
know.
York. I'm excited. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna catch the bus. I'm gonna catch the subway. My Carrie Bradshaw shit. Like I'm in Sex and the City. It's so much.
She
I
having
don't know.
sex on the train?
No, nigga.
Freaky ass white bitches. I
No.
might have to watch that show.
I love Sex. I'm gonna do. I've been rewatching a lot of Sex and the City lately because the new season of And Just Like That, the sequel season show is out, and so I've been rewatching it or whatever, and I'm trying to get my friends into it. Mitch got into it recently. He was just like, so he has no reference to Sex and the City. For some reason, he just started And Just Like That, the sequel series, and he watched the first couple of
It's
episodes.
the same bitches on there?
Same bitches and everything, yeah. Got me saying bitches. Same women and everything. And Mitch was like, what the fuck is happening in this show? Why is everyone mad? Why is everyone dead? Why is one gay all of a sudden? I said, well, Mitch, you missed 30 years of content and then decided to just be like, I'm going to watch the sequel to seven seasons of a show and 2 movies and be like, I'm just so sorry. No, you gotta jump in. You jumping in the the finish line essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, I love New York. LA seems vapid,
Vapid?
pretentious.
It means when
Very
people
much.
are evaporating.
that's what I'm
I don't
thinking.
like
Whereas
LA.
New York,
Snapped away? That's
they
New
might
York.
be bougie, but they're real. I guess even like. Everyone's just so real in New York. No matter the context, I feel safe in New York. Like, even going through the hood, I felt safe.
Oh, so you sanctioned. Your name
Maybe because
right
I'm
out.
black and from Detroit.
I
But,
feel
I
like-
feel safe in New York, no matter the context, no matter where I am.
Well, you've probably seen a lot.
I'm
If
gonna-
you've seen a lot, you really not.
Yeah, that's real.
What's the call on all that shit?
I'm so dead inside, I probably get robbed. I'm like, oh, you want a hug?
Oh, shit. Bro, I'm about to go with you, bro. You got Go ahead.
When I went to New York, it was the winter time. It was
Well,
like
It's the best time.
it was like 0 degrees.
Oh, I like that.
Snow everywhere.
Oh, I like that.
I'm in the hood. Like it's not.
That's the best
it was
time.
not.
Marcy.
It was not a fun time.
I went to one of the times I went to New York, I went during New Year's. It was amazing.
No, New
Well,
Year's.
yeah,
sound
New
good.
Year's,
New Year's
makes
sound
sense. It makes
I wasn't
sense.
there during fun times. I was there during like
Yeah.
middle of February, mid March, both of those times.
Mm.
I've never been to New York.
And then
Really?
LA,
You gotta go to
LA is just like, I mean, if you go on there for vacation, I've never been there for vacation, but if you go there for vacation, I'm sure it's fine.
Mhm.
But like my experience of just like the industry and everything, it's just a bunch of people from all over the United States trying to make it,
Yeah.
being gatekept by a bunch of little rich kids.
Yeah.
And it's just, what's fun about that?
Whereas I feel like
Who-
in New York,
Who-
you can make it in some way. You can
Who
do
can
something.
suck up to the rich kids the most is what it comes down to in LA.
Yeah. Whereas New York, you can do whatever. Like, yeah, everyone's struggling, I feel like, in New York. And everyone's doing what they got to do.
riding the train.
Choo choo.
I'm on
So
the
as
bus.
a person, you've been to LA, right? Did you go to LA? With
I
her?
hate LA.
You hate LA.
I hate LA.
Do you have a
You
desire to
got
go to New
harassed
York?
by a homeless guy.
I would like to. I got harassed by so many people in LA.
Why do you get your harassed? Are you just
I-
because you're white? And
No,
they're
no,
He has a friendly ass face.
How many
You
times?
have a very like
approachable
How many
ass
times-
face.
you're very approachable.
I don't
How
like
many
it.
times have you been to LA?
LA probably about 4 times now,
God damn.
and I hated it every single time.
Really? Oh no.
I agree with West LA
Oh no. Why do you keep going?
because I have to go for fucking Persia. I never go for me.
I can't go this time. You gotta.
I want to go to fucking Oregon. Put me in Oregon.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I do want to go
want-
to
put
the
me in Oregon.
Pacific
You wanna
Northwest.
go to Portland?
I'd go
Yeah.
to Portland.
You want to take that walk?
I hear Portland. is
Isn't
very fun.
Portland where they decriminalized all drugs?
Oh yeah, all drugs.
Portugal the Man lives in Portland. I would love to go see that.
Yeah, well, there's
I'd love to just run into them. Maybe.
you don't like drug addicts that much, and there's a lot of them there.
No, that's same as
The
LA.
homeless population.
Same as LA.
Wild.
Yeah, but it's a smaller city.
Yeah, but people in LA are mad because they failed at their dreams.
Well,
Portland
I'm not
people
mad.
had no dreams.
Exactly. So we're good.
Because they're so
So
high.
we're good.
These niggas are high all the time.
Good.
So their dream.
They're on
Did
that.
they have dreams or are they just fucking stoned and can't
They're
execute?
legally on fentanyl.
why are y'all
I'm there.
going in on Portland like that? What if we got
I
some
have
niggas
no
in
problem.
Portland?
I would like to go to. I want to go.
Don't
to
do drugs in Portland. Y'all.
I want to go to
sober
the
up.
Pacific Northwest in general. I would love.
It's
to
legal there. That's the place you
Washington.
can.
Well,
I want to
yeah,
go
do
to
that.
Oregon. I have no problem.
Well, I think Thor's Well is in Oregon. Oregon. I think it's in. Is
Thor's
that where
Well.
Thor's Well is?
I
Thor's
think it
Well.
is.
It's like a giant hole in the water.
Water, yeah.
It's fucking sweet. I want to go see it.
I think it is. I think you're right. I
I see
haven't,
it bad.
hole in the
No,
water.
I haven't
LA,
looked it up in a
It's
while.
a giant. Look, yeah. Google
A
it on
hole
your
in the
computer.
water.
So
But
it's,
Google it. Google it.
I think I see that.
You,
shit.
okay,
It'll-
so you know
it'll
what a well
throw you
is,
off.
right?
I'm just saying, you can't put a hole in water.
You can put a hole in this water. Look up Thor's Well, bro. It's a hole in the
Oh,
water.
I get what he's saying. Okay.
yeah. No, I
There's
know
a
what he's
hole
saying.
underground,
Nah,
but you
this-
can't
that's
put a
filled
hole
with
in
water.
water.
No,
That
this is
sounds like
a
some
hole in
legendary Pokemon shit.
It
bro.
is,
What the
bro.
fuck?
If you
So
fall
because
in
it's
it,
part
you
of
fuck.
like the Norse legend of the well and everything. It's just a.
Or
They ain't see Thor.
you
4.
can jump in it and turn into Thor.
You're telling me the Nordic
The
people
fourth
made
one?
it all the way across the United States to Oregon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yo,
Why not? Oregon's the shit, man. I think. I don't know.
But yeah, I want to go. I would love to go to the Pacific
Or is it
Northwest.
in Delaware?
I spent a lot of time on the East Coast because all my friends left Michigan for some reason. Decided to go east, New York, Virginia,
because they try to live their dreams.
Philadelphia, blah blah blah.
Be a sharecropper.
Not a sharecropper. New York.
Job duster.
But yeah, I don't know.
I ended up on the red carpet in LA on accident.
Story time. Go for it.
Please,
I was trying to get Starbucks.
And then
Got
next thing you know,
starstruck.
Mind you, so it took me.
and then you like,
Seth Rogen over here. Seth Rogen, smile for us.
Meg.
Y'all,
I'm in on
y'all,
my pink. I'm in my all pink. Damn it. I don't have my pink beanie on though. I don't have my pink beanie on.
Meg over here.
Where's Big Time Rush? Gustavo.
Gustavo over here.
No. I was trying to get Starbucks, and we were staying.
man.
We were staying on like the strip in LA, and I hated it. I seen a man masturbating in his window with a ball gag in his mouth. He made eye contact with me.
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
No,
I thought it was being funny because that is actually fucking disturbing.
Look,
It-
all right, two stories.
That's hilarious.
The ball gag won very quickly. Me and Boudreaux pulled up to our.
I should have known Boudreaux was involved when you said
Look at
ball
that man
guy.
up there.
I've never met Boudreaux, but every horrible story Nick has involves Boudreaux.
Not the Starbucks one. Don't worry.
Boudreaux, are you okay?
Boudreaux's fine.
Because I'm scared from all the shit I've heard regarding Nick.
It's not my fault. We're in it together. We're all in this together.
Boudreaux just roams.
Yeah. No.
He really does.
Like
does, look.
like a like an alley cat, like just like a homeless
You'll
cat.
be somewhere, he'll hop on the phone, and then he's gone for 3 hours. He could have went
Oh, I
across.
left.
Bro, when we got to LA, we got to LA at like 2 a.m, right? And me and Mike are like, we're going to bed because we had just been at the Las Vegas airport for like 17 hours. And we're like,
Not
bro.
a fucking split. No.
Well, it was a layover and we were supposed to take off, but there was a half inch of snow on the fucking runway.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, the next flight is until tomorrow afternoon. And we were like, so then Persia was like, I'm going to come pick y'all up because straight flight to LA and he picked up a car. But there was only one road from like LA to Vegas and it was closed due to the snow. So the ride was already 4 hours. Then the road was closed. So he had to sit on there for like 2 hours.
oh boy, that's
It was a terrible time. But then we finally get there at like 2 a.m. Boudreaux's got his car. Me and Mike are like, bro, we're going to bed. Me and Persia are like, we're going to bed. And then Boudreaux's like, all right, I'm going to go drive around. And like, I had already been to LA and I don't like driving in the hills. He was like, I'm going to go drive in the hills. Because there's no railing at night. There's no railing. It's just cliff. And it terrifies the shit out of me. And so I'm like, yeah, for sure. And I wake up and Boudreaux's nowhere to be found. And so immediately I'm like, he's dead. Immediately I'm like, he's dead. He flew off a cliff.
yeah.
He's dead.
that's
This is
it.
the
I
worst
gotta
trip
plan-
ever.
I gotta tell the
And then
parents.
all of a sudden I see the closet door open and out comes Boudreaux. He's been sleeping in the closet.
Why?
It was a big walk-in closet with like a rotating door. And that's where he chose to sleep. I thought he was dead, bro. Yeah. I thought he was dead till he came out the closet.
So again, Boudreaux, are you all right, bro?
He's fine. But then the second story, we pull up to the Airbnb, right? And the parking lot for the Airbnb is across the street from the spot. The Airbnb is in a hotel or a fucking apartment, whatever the fuck. And so we're parked and we're walking through the parking lot to get to the Airbnb. And there's a man literally just standing in his window, like fucking there. And he's just cranking his hog. And he's just going to town on that bitch. And he's got a ball gag in his mouth, butt ass naked, and he's just looking at me and Boudreaux as we walk. And me and Boudreaux know, we mentioned it. He was like, "You see that?" I say, "I see it." And then he was like, "What if he comes out of the room when we walk in?" And I was like, "Well, we got two choices to make." So luckily he stayed in his room.
Man.
And but yeah, so that's when we seen that.
This all the same trip?
This was all the same trip. This is you'll see. This is all,
See, I don't want to see.
this is all the same trip. So then the next day I'm like, dude, I want a double chocolate chip frappuccino. I was like, Starbucks is 2 streets over. So I was like, bet, say less. I'll walk. I didn't rent a car. I don't give a fuck about driving. So I go down. I start walking.
We just split a car.
So I'm walking, and all of a sudden, it's like the hardest thing to get to the Starbucks because I'm there during the Oscars.
Oh my God.
So, and they're filming it right down there, like at this building down there. I don't know where we were exactly. So I had to take a detour because that whole part of the street was just closed off. So I couldn't get the Starbucks from there. Like a straight shot, not happening. I had to go around. So I go behind and I'm like walking behind and they're like, oh, this way. Some security guards. And I'm like, oh, they're directing me how to get around here.
Your talent. What are you talking about?
You want to look fly as fuck.
They like opened.
Look how you look now.
They opened up like this fucking walkway for me, and I walk down it, and I end up with press and photography and all this because I have my camera on me because I'm in. I want to take pictures.
Okay.
So I end up in this line of people, and they're like, "You're going to be standing over here. They're going to be walking this way, and they're telling us where to
That's
stand
awesome, though.
and what to do." And I'm like, I'm furious at this point.
Why?
Because I just want a double chocolate chip frappuccino.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this isn't where I want to be. And so I'm just standing there. I'm like, how do I leave? Where do I go? Where's the exit?
You got to take pictures, bro.
Where's the exit?
We need you
sign?
to take pictures
I'm the
of Renee
page master.
Zellweger.
Call me Macaulay Culkin.
Jetty Images. Jetty
it's so hard, right?
You probably could have made so much money if you would have just taken pictures and talked to the right
I would have
person.
made no money. No, who would have paid me? I could have just met people.
Could have sold.
You could have
I don't
talked
know,
to
that
the
could-
right
Plus,
person.
it wasn't
like
until
a
later on
privilege
in the
shit.
day that they were just setting us up, telling us. They were just setting.
They still sending you emails?
You could have went back. You could have went back.
I could have, but no. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be here. So I finally get out of there. I get to Starbucks. There is a large group of people at Starbucks protesting, and I was like, Okay. So I get my drink. I'm like, fuck this shit. I cross the street. I start walking, and across the street is the Church of Scientology. So now I'm getting harassed because I walk past it, and this Christian yells at me. He goes, "You need Jesus." And I'm just like, bro, I will go in there. Fuck you, bro.
Leave me
I will be a
alone.
Scientologist today because of you yelling at me. I wanted my drink. It took me an hour and a half to get it. I'm pressed. I'm not here for this. This is outrageous. This is
You are pressed.
I became pressed. That day.
exactly.
I was so mad.
Could have been working for TMZ, bro.
You should just go to every event in Detroit and just be like, I'm pressed.
With a camera and
Bro,
glasses.
they didn't. They just seen a camera. They were like, "Yeah, you're this way," and I'm like,
Nah,
"I don't have any
In
idea."
Detroit, they'll charge you $50 now,
Nah, I ain't charging
For
me
what?
shit.
bro.
So yeah, I hate LA.
To go to those like events in Detroit with all the rappers and stuff, if you show up with a camera, they'll charge you $50 if you want to come in and take pictures or videos.
They'll charge you.
Yes.
And suck my dick from the back. You can't
Like
do
I've
that
gone
shit.
with
Crazy.
artists and they've tried to charge me. I'd be like, no, I'm here with Scoob. You ain't charging me.
They're paying me to be here. You're not
Yeah.
charging me.
Yeah.
You go fuck yourself.
Ooh, that's grimy.
Yeah. So yeah, I hate LA.
I want to give a
Detroit.
quick shout out to fucking, like I said, it's Father's Day. And
Daddy. Hey, Zaddy.
a lot of my friends, good amount of my friends, Eric and everybody's fathers and everything.
Oh yeah, there.
And I don't know, I just feel like lately Father's Day just don't get as much praise as other holidays and everything.
You know why? Niggas ain't shit.
Let me finish my statement. Because
I just-
a lot of my friends are active fathers. And
Yeah.
I feel like Father's Day needs more acknowledgement. But it is a lot of niggas who ain't shit. It's
I
a
was
lot of
just-
niggas out here who ain't shit.
I was just watching a video, and it was this guy, one of those videos about talking about the Mars versus Venus shit about dating, And they were just talking about, how women are tired of being the only thing and
I'm
men
tired.
just want to be blah, blah, blah. I posted in the comments, I said, being straight sounds exhausting. I don't know.
If you allow it to be, my life is peaceful.
My life peaceful as fuck.
Talk y'all
too.
shit.
My life.
Talk y'all shit.
That's that internet shit. That's the internet shit.
Okay. Someone
I hate it. No,
who
it's true.
just got out of a breakup. How would you preface
How
that
you know if he's
statement?
comfortable with that?
If
His
you
heart
want
might
to
still be
share.
broken. If you want.
I'm usually just fine with everything that happens in life, so I'm like the wrong person to ask
Okay, never mind.
because shit just goes on. You just
Yeah,
move
life
on.
goes on.
Life goes
But
on.
yeah.
It's a little hiccup in the road, and it sucks. But then you just go, well.
When you get in and out of relationships, is it out? And I'll say this to all of you guys, I guess.
Yes.
Is it really that much of like a gender war in heterosexual relationships?
Not for me.
I
don't go to war.
believe that it's a lot of discourse online, but in real life, like if you got a stable household, you good. Like,
Mhm.
never mind. I ain't going.
No, that's good to
no,
say.
no, because like somebody came over
This
our
ain't a
house.
relationship podcast, but like it was
No,
just
it's not. It's just we spent about 5 minutes on it. Like
Yeah.
somebody came over our house and like stayed for like 6 days, and we have the household set up. Like I work 2 jobs, and Micah comes home, she cleans, she cooks. Sometimes if I get off early, I clean, I cook. That's how we've been doing it for 3 years. That's how we do it for 3 years. So when somebody isn't used to seeing that, they come in and they be like, "Oh, why aren't you doing?" It's like
You're
this
not
is
in
our
our life.
household.
Yeah,
This is us.
And this is what works for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that online stuff, because it's gonna happen all the time.
That's so weird.
It's just
Because,
online. It's not real.
because, like, not saying gays are perfect, gay and lesbian. It's not perfect, but like I see a lot, even with my mom and my stepdad, my brothers and their partners, girlfriends, really, they're straight. When I say partners, they're straight. It still talks about it's still a lot of gender wars. A lot of gender. All their issues relate to at the end of the day about like what is expected as a man and what's expected as a woman, or what you guys bring to the table.
Yeah.
And queers, I feel like our issue, we have a lot of fidelity issues.
Yeah.
It's cheating. Shut out.
Cheating or open relationships. That's slutty. But,
Orifices.
okay, there's a reason for that. We weren't allowed to explore the sexuality like you guys were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, we're a little sluttier than we tend to be. Also, heteronormativity is exhausting sometimes.
Mhm.
So like, if we both into the same guy, invite him in. Or go do your thing. Just don't bring me home nothing. Don't bring his ass home. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself polyamorous. So I'm not exclusively polyamorous, but I understand polyamory to an extent. And so I understand when you just want a different taste of something, you just want it. And it doesn't mean I don't love you any less. I'm just horny.
Well, I just want to talk about that real quick. We ain't in a
Yeah.
relationship pod. We ain't on that.
Yeah, we
But
ain't on that shit. But
I did watch two things yesterday. We'll probably talk about one of them for like 2 minutes. But this one thing, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but it's called Pepsi Where's My Jet? It's on Netflix. Documentary.
You and these documentaries, my nigga.
Bro, but I don't like watching just like history docs sometimes.
I love
But like
that.
I like weird docs, like
Yeah.
cultural weird shit. Bro, it was this 20-year-old, sum it up, this 20-year-old nigga, Pepsi, it's 90s. Pepsi advertising, yo, you get
I seen this.
7 million
Yeah.
Pepsi points, you get a fucking, it never said you get a Harrier jet. Because they got lawyers and they broke it all down. It never said you get a Harrier jet. It said 7 million Harrier jet. And like, it did the fucking tape, like the commercial shit kids do. Oh, wow, a Harrier jet. So this one 20-year-old nigga and his like millionaire friend was like, we can get that Harrier jet. So they ended up sending in some money for the Harrier jet. These niggas Pepsi was like, you know what? We're going to send the money back. And we're going to give y'all some free tubs of Pepsi. Them niggas was pissed. They was pissed. They like, oh, why can't I get a Harrier jet? Oh, why can't I get this and that? It was a joke. It was an ad. It was an ad. But they never said like, oh, you can't obtain it. They didn't have a disclaimer saying, oh, you can't obtain it.
This is fake.
This is some American shit.
This is joke. This is, oh, wow.
Yeah, it was, no, and then like at the end, because like I didn't watch the 4 episodes. I'm like, no, this is stupid. My bad. I almost said it. This is stupid. I fast forwarded it to the judge. The judge didn't even give him a settlement. He was like, yo, it's a joke. Why are y'all coming here with this shit? We're not giving no deposition on Pepsi because y'all thought y'all was gonna get a Harrier jet for 7 million points. So in the earlier episodes, Pepsi was gonna give them some money. We're like, we'll give y'all $1 million just to shut up. You know what this dumb nigga did? I want my jet. All right. Now you walk away with nothing. You could have got $1 million for nothing.
With lawyer fees and
American
everything,
shit.
it would have been.
Bro, the lawyer didn't wasn't going to
Settle
nothing.
outside of court. We'll give you $1 million to shut up.
Oh,
Bro, he would have. Yeah, the lawyer was probably gonna take a little bit, and the other guy was a millionaire. He didn't even fucking care about the money. He was like, "Oh, just if you want to take it, just take it." Other guy was like, "Nah, I'm on my jet," and just said, "Fuck it."
You can't even fly a jet. What do you want it for?
What pilot's license?
It's actually very easy to get
That's
pilot's
what I was.
license.
No, but that's what I was
Ask Al
saying.
Qaeda.
But no, he wanted a Harrier jet with missiles, and who's
The-
gonna let you
The,
fly that?
the funny thing on top of that is you can't afford
To maintain.
to pay
Jet
for that.
fuel?
No, not only that, you have to pay for it to be at a hangar. Where are you going to keep this
Rent it,
Harrier
yeah.
jet? You can't afford
Putting that bitch
that.
in my backyard.
Bro, and then he was gonna. They were gonna.
Like
they
in
were
Miss
giving
Marvel.
him-
I don't
first one?
think it's legal to
Got a
have
jet
it in a
the backyard
residential
with a
area.
room
No,
on it.
that's
I'm not gonna fly. It's just for the kids to play.
No, I
That's
know,
what the-
but I don't
that's
think
what
you
the
can even
judge.
have one.
That's what the judge was saying. Like, yo, it's clearly a joke. The dude walked out the Harrier jet without a helmet. Like, it's a joke. Why did this get so far? Like, what? Like, these niggas took out an ad to say, Pepsi is destroying a generation.
Entitlement. What was the race?
Yeah. That boy was looking up every morning at the ceiling. I'm gonna get this Harrier jet.
Can't you see we talking?
Caucasian.
White.
Stupid. And the other one that I was talking off mic with the British kid ended up killing the girl
Oh, what
and
the
everything.
fuck? In the Harrier jet?
No, in the adolescent
Oh,
show. 4 episodes, very good. What's up, Wes?
Anyone watch Trainwreck Death at Astro World?
We were gonna watch it, but then
I just saw the advertisement for that.
but then we had a discussion.
no.
Wait.
We had a discussion. I was like, no, it was just no, for real. No, this is some real shit.
Drop that now.
Why the fuck am I taking my 9-year-old kid to a Travis Scott concert? You can listen to Travis.
But watch the documentary. Aside from the 9-year-old kid, they barely touch on the 9-year-old kid until the end. Watch the documentary.
I'm gonna watch it. I am.
Is it
But
that
it came
bad?
into a
What is it,
discussion.
cringy or just?
It's not cringy. It comes down to when it comes down to live shows, the devil that runs it all, Live Nation.
Oh no, they
All
fucked
Live
up.
Nation.
They did fuck
It's
up the
all
whole-
Live Nation.
They had no security. It was bad.
They sold
Least you could, but-
50,000 tickets for a 35,000 person venue. On top of that, the gates got busted down, so it was an unknown amount of people at this show. So 50,000 plus unknown amount.
Jesus.
Might have been worse than Woodstock.
And what they
nobody
did was
died at
they had
Woodstock.
separate.
Well, one person.
They had separate stages for like the other acts, and then Travis has his own stage
Right.
that was kept off until it was his time. When it was his time, everybody from all the stages came over to the one area, and the way it was set up was a death trap.
Jesus.
Yeah, that shit was when that shit happened, it was crazy.
This
but-
was like the nightclub scene from the oh damn, what's that movie? Never mind.
But no, just I think you should be
The
monitoring-
Collection.
Collection. Okay.
Yep.
I think you should monitor if you have kids. I think you should monitor what they watch. Maybe we shouldn't go to the Sabrina Carpenter show. She get Eiffel Tower there. Maybe I shouldn't take my 6-year-old kid there. It's people.
I will say
people
that
are entitled. People
No,
are very
you're so
entitled.
right. I will say this about, one of my pop star mortal enemies is Taylor Swift. And that is the most wholesome fucking concert you could take your child.
enemies.
That's
You
what
know,
we were
but
trying to
that's
think of.
that's a positive thing.
They
Because she
could have
knows her
taken him to a
audience,
Travis
Yeah.
show.
so she makes sure that they can.
Brian's like,
Stay in the back.
This bitch is
Why
in
did
the
you
back.
go?
40 years
Why'd you go
old
in the
if he'll
pit
make
where
music
they
for,
rage?
like,
Like if
16.
you know anything about a Travis Scott show, you know motherfuckers are raging.
You know
know it-
motherfuckers are gonna die.
No,
Mm,
now
you
maybe.
right.
No,
No,
but back
they
then
had
you,
t-shirts in
you
the-
had to treat it as a punk show. There's going to be mosh pits. There's going to be people going wild. If that's not something you're about,
like,
which Travis says, don't come to my show if you're not about that. Second,
It's
but
all- it's true. You're right. It's like it all comes down to like. Go ahead and finish. Go ahead.
if you're not about that,
No,
Go to
I'm
the
agreeing.
back.
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing. With
No,
it.
yeah.
I'm going to the back.
It's not because
that's
like
Travis
it's not even
Scott.
just punk shows. Like the content of their music.
Yes.
So like, what do you expect the concert is gonna be?
Wait, hold on. The 9-year-old is getting trampled.
Ice Spice literally talks about farts and shitting and twerking. So if she gets on stage, twerking, farting, and shitting.
No, you were like, oh,
If
oh,
she's
oh,
my
God, oh,
If
God.
she's shitting on stage, if Ice Spice is shitting on stage,
But I'm just
No, it was a girl that pissed on somebody else.
no, I did watch that, but her songs aren't about pissing.
from Ice Spice in particular. But yeah, like the demographic, like
Shit's
Wes was
fucking
saying, like you treat like this shit like a punk show.
Yeah.
If you listen to them talk about some fuck the pay, like I don't know.
If you have a song, if he has a song called "Theme," and my kid was like, "Yo, I want to go to a Travis Scott show," nigga, no, we can listen to it.
But it
But
goes
it's a
back
punk.
to
we
it
can
goes
have our own
back
show.
to.
Listen to the car.
Exactly.
I remember back in the day. I think I'm one of the older ones here, right?
Yeah.
Britney Spears when she was coming up, and people would be like, "Britney is doing." they will always blame Britney for the images that she do or whatever. And Britney's like, "Look, I do this for me and my fans." You know what I'm saying? It's up to the parents.
Parental advisory is on the album cover.
It wasn't, and not until Blackout.
You know who does?
but
make,
it was. But she was just saying like, "Hey, if I'm naked, if I'm doing this and that, it's up to the parents to pay attention. It's not my job.
If she is.
I am
it
not
is
a
what
role
it is.
model."
Can't be a kid.
Tyler Creator
Yeah,
does shows for everyone.
does he really? I've never been to his concerts.
He's very. It fits the theme of the album, but like it's not like anything.
I mean, they've been
Crazy.
moshing a little bit.
Maybe in the older.
They did old, like
yeah, about to
Cherry
say,
Bomb.
Yeah,
Cherry
I was
Bomb.
about to say Cherry Bomb and before. Yeah, the mosh, but
yeah, before
definitely on Scumfuck
it
Flower.
was what era?
Goblin.
Wolf era. Tyler.
Yeah,
Goblin.
It was
Goblin.
Jeremiah
Jumping off.
Goblin
and
Bastard.
Tyler Creator opened up for J. Cole.
Oh yeah, didn't he like start a riot?
Yeah, we're at Freedom Hill. I'm on the hill. Tyler comes on stage right away. He's like, "All right, I know all the rich motherfuckers are down here in the front, and all the broke
The accent.
motherfuckers are up on the hill. The broke motherfuckers are more fun. So get the fuck down here." And we all rushed
Yeah.
the stage.
I remember that fucking mugshot he had. That shit's crazy. Yeah.
Did he get in trouble for that?
Yeah, he incited a riot.
Was that really a riot? He just said, "Come play."
He was back at
That's inciting a
he
riot.
was back at Freedom Hill 2 years later with ASAP Rocky.
Okay,
for the
yeah.
ASAP
Yeah,
and Tyler
that
show.
was the time that he calmed down. Though. That was like during the cherry bomb era. He was kind
Potato
of calmed
salad.
down. Potato Salad is a really good song.
Good song.
They need to do more songs together. But yeah, just monitor what your kids listen to. Watch their fan bases. But y'all want to get into the actual topics we got going on? Yeah.
The topic.
One
topic.
We're at 30, so
One large topic.
This dick.
DC
this clip.
Comics. Which I hate saying that, but
Comics?
Detective Comics. That's like saying ATM machine
Yo,
or chai tea.
Every week
Non-bread.
every day it gets closer to the Superman release. I see
Yeah,
a whole
you
lot of cope. I just see a whole
Oh
lot of
my
cope.
God.
Bro, what's going? Why are the teeth hitting the TV screen?
I'm
like,
so
what?
excited. This is
That can't be serious.
I'm
so excited.
I'm so excited.
Look,
too.
listen, I usually try to stay out of shit online. I try not to say nothing, but I seen someone say James Gunn is going to ruin the character that Zack Snyder created. And I was like,
Like, yo, if I can,
all I commented was, "You're dumb as fuck."
Wes,
if you
find that
if
tweet.
you're joking,
when
I
Oh,
can
I
clip
can
it.
find it.
understand.
I can find it for you.
Find it and clip that.
but like if you're joking, I can.
we need to
understand.
embarrass that nigga.
But like niggas be 100% serious.
It's crazy.
Like if you joking, bro, I understand y'all like Zack Snyder. Make that
that's
nigga rebel
yeah,
move go
that's
up.
so
bro.
real. Like
You're not a Superman fan at this point. You're just a Zack Snyder, Dick Rider.
God,
The Zack
damn.
Snyder Dick Riders. That's a band.
Jesus Christ.
I love Knight Rider.
You making Wes uncomfortable. He over there.
I know Wesley's so litigation sometimes. But yeah, it's so at this point now.
Oh my God.
The movie is filmed.
It gets to a point.
It is done.
Where's it at? Hold on. Yeah, I'm
The movie is done. Stop it. Let it go, Elsa. We got a new movie coming. It looks fun. Can we
looks
have
good.
fun without any discourse?
It looks like
No, I know, but it's just like, it's so
oh no, we
obnoxious.
can't. Not with the Zack Snyder fans, but it looks like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
bro.
The colors, the costumes, the characters. It looks crazy. It looks great. And the fact that all of them have a pivotal role. They're not just a cameo just to be a cameo. They like he was talking about in I think an interview with Variety how Metamorpho has a pivotal role in the movie.
Oh, Metamorpho's in this?
Yeah, they show him like 30 times.
Who's playing Metamorpho?
NoHo Hank.
Who?
Oh, NoHo Hank is?
NoHo Hank.
He's been buried.
He's not Barry. He's my favorite fucking character.
He might be your favorite character if you watch it.
Yeah, watch Barry. You'll love NoHo
Oh,
Hank.
is that the
Super
no
bald-
eyebrows dude?
Yeah.
He played Zaz.
He played
in
Victor
the
Zaz,
Gotham.
Harley Quinn, and in the Harley Quinn movie.
He was in the Harley Quinn movie.
Zaz-
Well, no, Birds of Prey.
The Birds of Prey. I just call it a Harley Quinn
It's
movie.
the Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, the Harley Quinn's literally in the title. We're
Harley
giving it
Quinn,
to her.
Birds of Prey.
Women movie.
I'm pretty sure he played Victor Zaz in that. He played Black Mask's boyfriend, which I'm pretty sure was Victor Zaz.
Yes, they edited that part out because
we said this on the pod before.
straight people.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were
NoHo Hank.
gay.
Our boy NoHo Hank is Metamorpho, but Metamorpho. So they have Baby Joey. Baby Joey, for those of you who haven't seen the toy or him in the trailer, he's an ugly little fucking baby. It's Metamorpho's son, apparently, and Lex Luthor kidnapped him, is what we're thinking. Because Metamorpho, they just released a photo today of Metamorpho turning his hand into kryptonite
Oh shit.
and using it on Superman.
Metamorpho is a good character. He's so funny. They do a good job on Young Justice. He has like one episode in Young Justice, I
Yeah.
think, and they show his character so well. It's him, Katana, and Batman versus Shiva and Deathstroke and Bane, and it is a very good episode of Young Justice. And Deathstroke shoots at Metamorpho. And it bounces off him because he can turn himself into any matter.
Yep.
And so Deathstroke's like, oh, bulletproof. That's annoying. And Deathstroke's like, tip of the iceberg, Strokey, and proceeds to beat the shit out of this man. It's so funny. I'm excited. I didn't know he was. I didn't know Metamorpho was. I'm excited. now.
Metamorpho, because they show him, he's the one that's keeping Superman in that little square cell. He's sitting in the corner, and so he turns his hand into kryptonite, weakens Superman, and they get him in that little cell. But then they show he has to change the heart later because there's a bright light, and they're thinking that he also became a little part of the sun.
Okay.
And gave him some,
What
sun
is?
radiation.
How long is this movie?
2 hours and 9 minutes.
2:30.
That's it.
I
Just
think,
2
uh,
hours.
I think
That's
the
good.
That's a pretty decent movie.
I want bring back Snyder cuts. I will Snyder. I will Dick Ryan Snyder on that.
I'm not.
No,
No,
it
give
wasn't-
me.
it wasn't
That's the
bad.
thing. We like the
We
Zack
sat down
Snyder
and
Justice
watched
League.
But I'm just saying, I rewatch it every so often. Honestly,
It's a great movie, but the thing is, you have
bring
to move
me,
on.
give me,
Yeah.
that shit
but
was
it
COVID.
just give me 2 hours and 45 minutes. I remember there's one Transformers movie that I watched.
Oh,
I don't know which Transformer movie it
Michael Bay.
was, and I was just like, damn, this shit is still going on. It was.
Probably the pyramid one. That shit was kind of long. Wherever they was
I
like
was
in
just
Egypt
remember,
or some
but then I got used to it, with Infinity Wars and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, give me a 3-hour movie. I'm fine.
I don't.
But
I
for
love
the
watching
first movie. I think that'd be a bad choice.
Yeah,
For Superman, you
you
think?
should really kind of feel out your audience. Let them kind of
When is DC ever
get an
done that?
understand. Well,
now.
let them get an understanding of the universe they're jumping into.
Okay.
and then afterwards, kind of do your thing.
But yeah,
But I'm pumped.
me too.
They showed in this latest trailer.
Broke the first week sales. First week sales.
They're saying they're supposed to get like 135 million first weekend.
Yeah, and I think that's just domestic.
Yeah. But they showed in the trailer someone hitting Superman with some heat vision.
Oh yeah, that shit look fire.
That's definitely Ultraman, and yeah.
But so there's a lot of ideas about who this
multiverse
Ultraman
theory.
is. Well, there's the multiverse theory, but there's also Bizarro.
Sell the universe.
They're thinking that. So a
Or
lot of
both.
people think that this is a clone
oh, okay.
because Superman has been Superman for 3 years. Coming into this movie, he's been around for 3 years.
Y'all better-
Metahumans,
Like that idea.
metahumans,
Read
I know that. I like.
the New 52.
Yeah.
yeah, metahumans have been around for 300 years. So it's not uncommon, like James Gunn said, it's not uncommon when people see King Shark walking down the street. They don't
Shark
get.
is a
I kind of got that idea from like the poster, like the very first poster when the I don't know what that was kind of shooting into the city, and Superman was just putting on his shoe like,
Oh, with
just another
Circe?
A
fucking
kaiju
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
that's Cersei?
It's supposed to be Circe. That's
Okay.
what because it's got that
I
purple.
like that. I really like that idea. I fuck with that.
Yeah. So and again, we don't need a fucking origin story anymore. These
We
people
know,
are
we know.
well established. We know who they
Especially
are.
Superman. Superman,
Yeah.
Batman, and Wonder Woman are almost 100 years old at this point.
Yeah.
As a comic book medium, or 75, I want to say, right? 75
a
to 80.
little over 70. Yeah.
I like they did that with Spider-Man, even though he's different. universe.
Well,
But
we
yeah.
in like what 10 to 15 years, we had 3 origin stories of Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying.
We
I'm
didn't
fucking
need it.
tired of that.
And, well, they didn't do one for
didn't.
Tom Holland.
That's what I'm
Tom
talking
Holland
about.
was no origin,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
perfect. It was
It was-
perfect.
yeah, it was good.
We were able to jump in, and we were fucking Spider-Man.
I think Spider-Man is different because he's just so homogenized at this point in pop culture that you're just beating a dead horse. Batman too, to an extent.
yeah.
I like
Which
that.
I'm glad this Batman is supposed to have been around for about 10 to 15 years in this one because the Bat family's around, Damian Wayne's around. So the Brave and the Bold, from what we've heard so far, is supposed to explore the Bat family,
Okay.
which I'm excited about.
Is that the name of it?
the Brave and the Bold? Yeah. Yeah.
So, because like that's what I want. Okay, I say this a lot. Batman is his best when you see how much he's traumatized his children. He's his best with the Robins and with the Robins and Batgirls. That's when Batman is at his best, and because I feel in my core.
Yeah.
Despite his brooding, despite how dark he is, I feel like Batman at his core is the biggest optimist.
Mm.
He keeps fighting to save Gotham, even though it's a fucking wasteland. He keeps adopting these orphans.
So they don't end up like him.
They don't end up like him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like his best friend is the world's strongest person, and he has to hype him up.
But a lot of his kids think that is selfish. A lot of was that,
And that's the
was that not-
sacrifice that he's willing to make.
That's the sacrifice he's doing. Because, like, okay, yeah, he has, what, on record, 5 kids, 6 kids. You don't get it right all the time. In the comics recently, Nightwing had a moment with Bruce. When Nightwing, right before Justice League Unlimited, Nightwing, they had made the Teen Titans or the Titans the new Justice League.
Didn't go well.
It didn't go well, but that's why we have Justice League Unlimited. But it was
I've seen that movie too. It was like Justice League versus Teen Titans.
no, that's a different.
That's
one.
a different thing, and that one was lit.
It's so good, but this is in the comics. So they had made the Justice League had gotten to it was a big clusterfuck because of Waller, and so the Justice League decided to step down and allow the Titans to step up, and Bruce came to Dick, Richard, Grayson, Nightwing, and was just like, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been the perfect dad, and I thought I was doing something right, and I wasn't. And Dick was like, I forgave you for all that shit. You have been the best. And called him dad. And that's the first time that's happened in comics. He called him dad. And it kind of put a spark in Bruce. That like, because you don't get it right with your kids, especially when you have a lot of kids. I'm not even a parent, and I know this, but I am a son. I'm an oldest child of a person with 3 kids. 4 technically. So I understand that, like, I see it with my mom that like you don't always get it right with all your kids, or where the type of parent you was to one kid, you're not the same parent to the other kid. So the type of parent Bruce was to Tim, to Dick, he wasn't the same parent to Jason. He definitely wasn't the same parent to Tim.
Well, Tim had parents.
Tim had parents. Spoiler alert, they died.
Not anymore.
And he's not, and it's going so far. And now he's trying to be better with Damien, and he's trying to be a better mentor to black kid Duke. So he's trying his best as he gets older.
Yeah, kid.
He's trying to do his best as he gets older. And you just have to appreciate that to some point. He's trying.
He is trying.
No, I mean, I can appreciate that. I'm just saying, like, kids at the time, they can pick up on stuff like, oh, you're treating Tim different than you treating Damien.
Because the only one,
that's
Jason's biggest problem. That's the only one who
He ain't mad about Bruce. He ain't mad about like him letting him die. He's mad, A, nigga, you just go let Joker keep running around here. Yeah. And B, damn, you got another fucking Robin, and I'm sitting here not even spoiled in my grave yet. So yeah,
I mean, I hate how they retconned that.
Even
with Superman Prime.
Yeah, bro. Superboy.
I'm so sorry.
Baby.
Yeah.
I love. They retconned how Jason Todd became Red Hood so people can feel comfortable.
Well, we talk about that movie. We talk about Under the Red Hood. Like,
Under the Red Hood is a better story than how it happened in the comics.
Well, no,
but it's so much more fun in the comics.
Yeah.
Well, I just like Under the Red Hood because I like the story. I'm saying, like, bro, you gotta get rid of this nigga Joker. Like, I understand y'all got this thing, but
that fucking monologue.
That's stupid.
That monologue is like one of the most effective monologues.
You talking about when they was fighting in the bathroom?
Jensen.
When they was fighting in the bathroom? What you talking about?
Yeah, when they was fighting in the bathroom. The monologue is, and Jason's like, look, I forgive you for letting me die. Yeah. But like, why is he dead? Why is he still alive?
They were in that hotel. They were in that apartment room.
Yeah.
He's like, you let this man live. And that was actually heartbreaking.
It was. Like, why?
Yeah. And that's, I mean, but the thing is, like, for me, I do like to play devil's advocate myself.
Oh, wow.
And sorry. Sometimes, not all the time. Sorry, guys. But because I believe that there is a reason for both sides. And like there's a reason for Batman's side, because he does, like, his thing is he does not kill. So he cannot
slight brain damage, but you would.
But the thing is CTE, but you alive.
Because like if he kills the Joker,
Red Hood,
then the Joker wins at what he wanted to achieve.
In Red Hood, he was like, "What you gonna do? Put me in another body cast for 6 months?"
But then I get the anger from Jason too, because it's like, bro, I'm your baby boy.
I'm your baby boy.
And like, you didn't avenge me.
Yeah, like, you avenge me.
You didn't break your rule for me, bro.
But even like, bro,
it's tough because
it's like, bro, how long?
We're yelling about
how long?
We are yelling.
Because it's like
we're passionate.
This is for Santuan. How long are we gonna keep these niggas alive, bro? He didn't bomb. He bombed the hospital. He gotta go.
But no, that was in the monologue though. He's like,
he can change.
Like what he did to Barbara, you know. He paralyzed and raped Barbara.
We don't say that word.
I'm sorry. He paralyzed and harassed Barbara.
You say R.
Barbara. He, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he said it. He's like, look, I ain't talking.
He made Gordon watch.
Right, he made the nigga daddy watch. He said, look,
he was butt naked.
I love that the monologue is so powerful. He said, look, I'm not talking about Penguin. I'm not talking about Dent. I'm talking about this nigga. Why is he still alive?
You feel that pain.
Yes,
You feel that pain
from the gut. Have you ever seen Red Hood, the movie?
It's very,
Under
very
the Red
We
Hood.
should
is
probably
so-
watch that.
I'm not
it's a
opposed.
very good movie.
I will watch it and go to work. I'm not opposed.
Yeah, it's a very good
It's so good. The animated movies were just so on
Peak.
so peak for
I don't know what they did with that Tomorrowverse shit, but like they were
Different
Bro,
writers.
very good.
Bro, what is that one? Is that when Flash went back when he refused to go back at the very end because he did it before? What is
What?
that Justice League movie?
That was the one.
Oh, Justice
Apocalypse?
League Dark Apocalypse.
I think so because Constantine was in there. I
so
think.
that was
that
Apocalypse.
shit was so
That was the
good.
last
Yeah.
one.
And
That shit was
then
so good.
you know it turns back
That's what I
around
thought.
again in one of the newer in the Tomorrowverse series that like they try to make this nigga do it again.
They always try to make Flash do that shit.
It's the last resort, bro. You gotta do
Bro,
it.
they
We
be
get
fucking
fucked up.
Flash up, bro. They be
Flash
fucked
like,
up.
look,
Everybody's
and then
dead.
blames him.
Every time, bro.
But y'all told me to do it.
But most times it do be his fault. Like the Flashpoint
Like the
was
TV
definitely
shows.
his fault.
Yeah,
The
yeah, it was
Flashpoint
his
was
fault.
100%.
That was some ego shit. Yeah,
That wasn't ego shit. That was just like bro had the ability to save his parents, and he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, you have to understand it. If you had the power to change some shit, would you?
And not gonna lie, the best thing to come from that Flash movie was that monologue from Bruce Wayne when he's telling him, he's like, sometimes the scars that we have are what make us who we are.
Yeah.
And
I
he
don't
was
think.
like, we
Yeah,
have
I
to
think
keep
Bruce
that.
would. I think Bruce wouldn't save his parents.
No.
No, because Booster Gold went back and saved his parents.
Oh, did
That shit was fucking dark and funny.
have
So
y'all
it
seen
was,
the Teen Titans
Teen
Go?
Titans, push her back
my
in.
God,
They put
that
the
is
pearls on.
fucking-
Put the Chanel pearls on her and throw her back
Teen Titans
in.
Go to the movies is one of my favorite fucking
It's
movies
so
ever.
good.
But no, Booster Gold for Bruce's wedding, he wants to get him a wedding gift. So he goes because Booster Gold can travel through time, and he goes back and he saves Bruce's parents. So then Bruce grows up with his parents, but then it gets dark, and like Bruce knows that this isn't like supposed to be, and he ends up shooting himself in the head on top of a building in front of Booster Gold, and it traumatizes Booster Gold. Traumatizes the fuck out of him. So that's when he ends up going to that Heroes in Crisis storyline. He ends up going to that, and he gets therapy. That's when Wally West accidentally kills everybody.
Shit.
Yeah, Wally West is that guy, bro. I fuck with Wally.
Yeah, Wally West is the
Wally
best
is actually the
Flash.
Flash that people think Barry
He is. No.
So can we
Wally
talk?
is
Barry
the best
stopped being the Flash during what is it, Infinite Crisis or
Infinite Crisis.
is it Infinite Crisis?
Can we talk about Green Lantern a little bit?
The TV show?
No, just
The movie
let's go in the movie. Then we can talk about
or
the
just
TV
Green
show.
Lantern in general?
We can talk about the movie, TV show, and him in general.
Comic books.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see him in this movie.
I'm
Like the
excited.
powers that he's using, like the stuff that he's using.
It's just they're using the worst Green Lantern.
I just like that.
Guy Gardner.
Guy
I'm not
Guy
gonna
Gardner
lie.
is such a
Who's playing Green?
what's his
I
name?
said Nate Flanders.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion's playing Guy Gardner.
You know who he is. If you see him, you know.
Nathan Fillion.
He's in,
yeah. He have a computer.
What is
next to
it? What's the name of that sci-fi show?
Firefly.
Firefly.
Yeah, all them non-bitch niggas.
If you
That's
see
like
him,
that.
you'll know who we're talking about.
Yeah, you'll know who we're talking about when you see him.
You would thought he would have played Nathan
And then
Drake.
Nathan Fillion voiced him on the movies a few
He's in
times.
all of James Gunn's movies. Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
He's in Guardians 3 and shit.
But Nathan Fillion has voiced Green Lantern in the past, has voiced Hal in the past. But this bowl cut,
Yeah.
this
But look, you got to put
but
some
I
respect.
understand. Yeah,
You got to put respect on Guy because Guy took on Kilowog in hand-to-hand combat, no rings.
I don't care.
That's some shit.
I don't care.
That's some shit. That's my
First of all, don't
look.
come from
that
my
hair-
haircut.
if you
That-
ask me,
that
if you
bowl
ask me,
cut.
no bad Green Lantern. No bad Green Lantern.
No, I would say yes. There is no bad Green Lantern. There's just
There is a best though.
there is
It's Kyle Reiner.
yeah.
Kyle Reiner.
And second
He's
to
pulling up. I want to see Aaron Pierce.
John.
Yeah,
I would
John.
do- John Stewart. Yeah, John
John
Stewart for me
Stewart.
is the second best, but Kyle Reiner for me, hands down, best Green Lantern. ever been.
I think I like Kyle's I like Kyle because he feels like I think he's the millennial Green Lantern, like as in the age group and everything. And I like not Hal. I like John because I think he has the best story as a Green Lantern. because nigga didn't want to be a Green Lantern. He gets put in this position. So he was a army brat and an archaeologist, and he just stumbled upon architect. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and he just stumbled upon a ring that had crashed down to Earth, and he's like, I don't want.
He's
this
from
shit.
Detroit.
And he
As
just
most black people from DC Comics are.
yeah, for some reason.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Cyborg, Detroit,
You know,
Jefferson,
fucking Ray
Detroit.
Fisher.
I mean,
fun
we
fact-
are the blackest city in America.
Simon Baz.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
yeah, we
other
have an Arabic person now.
The Muslim. He's a Muslim. Guess where he's from?
Dearborn.
Dearborn.
I was
Dearborn,
about to say
Michigan.
Hamtramck.
I mean, it's the Arab capital of the United
Yeah,
States.
yeah.
So
It's Michigan gets a lot of love in DC Comics.
Yes.
I
I was
Yeah.
wondering why. I'm like, you know, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What's going
But
on?
yeah,
here?
that's why they
Simon
come
Baz,
here.
He keeps a gun with him too. He keeps bro. They called him out on that because like everyone was
One of y'all listen
uncomfortable.
at a time, not all of y'all.
Well, Simon keeps a gun on him, right? So everyone was uncomfortable with the fact that he had a gun at all times. Mind you, you're all weapons. You're all weapons.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Dodge it.
And everyone's like, you gotta. Like, they're like, you
Parent-teacher
have the
conference?
ring. You have the ring. Why do you keep a gun? He's like, the ring don't always work, bro. This bitch gets a 0% battery. Guess what does it?
This Glock.
This.
This Glock hits every time.
Exactly.
I don't know how to recharge. I gotta
Bro,
reload.
fuck
About options, but not all the bullets, nigga.
Fuck with Simon, bro. They got so many, man. I'm just excited because I hope to the Lords that we see the other spectrums in the movies and the shows.
Yes.
I want to see.
the other spectrum.
Yes, I want to see
yellow,
the red, the yellow,
yellow,
the orange,
blue.
the blacks,
The downs.
the whites.
The downs. The big tisms.
We'll edit that out.
no, we're not.
We not.
We
Nah.
40 minutes.
But there's so
in.
many good characters in
So
each
funny.
color spectrum. They all have good characters, man.
Yeah.
They
I'm
all have
excited.
good characters.
I mean, we'll probably get that in a TV show, definitely.
I don't know. They're saying it's like a murder mystery, which will still be fun. I'm still excited. And then they just announced the Mr. Miracle show.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Done. Tom King is the showrunner, and he wrote the
Miracle.
very good Mr. Miracle storyline.
This is what I'm talking about.
That
I
motherfucker trying
like
to
that.
kill himself.
Bring the niggas who wrote the story in to write the TV show so it can be a
is
tad
that
more
all-
authentic.
Why is that always an issue? Why
It's
is
not with DC. They've done that with everything. So
They
far.
done that
Okay,
with
yeah.
everything.
They have like
Even in the DCEU, they had like some of the comic book writers write some of the movies. Titans, the TV show, was literally written by the guy who wrote Titans.
that's good shit.
and Titans was a great show.
And it
I
was a
love
great
Titans.
show, according. And even with all the changes to it, right?
Yeah.
And even with all the changes, and they don't.
They had Red Hood in that bitch.
They had Red Hood. They gave us the baddest Starfire. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Give
agree
me-
with him. I agree with
Starfire was beautiful.
Baddie. The only thing they dropped the ball in. The only thing they dropped for me, Beast Boy.
And I think that was just a cost issue.
But my thing is like I know you want to
You know
add
what?
him.
And also, I will.
But
But
then
Beast Boy
just don't
and
have it.
Cyborg. I hated I like Doom Patrol.
Cyborg was in Doom Patrol, yeah.
But you could have put him in the Titans.
They could have, but he was fun in Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol, was
Yeah,
so much
Doom
fun.
Patrol was so
Doom
much
Patrol
fun.
was so much fun.
But
But we got some good shit. Like there was a lot of James Gunn's consulted with a lot of comic book writers for the Superman movie.
I think
like
that's
there's a
what-
lot of I think there's like 3 different writers that are credited for the movie.
I like
this is
that. I
why
like that.
sometimes it's okay to be a fan and bring in. I think that's Warner Brothers in particular has an issue with this, where they are introducing a lot of suits into the medium to try to think they can incorporate their way into profit.
Marvel just has a problem paying the comic book creators and
Yeah.
writers for helping.
Yeah.
They just have a
Yeah.
problem paying them.
Yeah, but give them involve. It's a creative medium. You can't black and white your way into a rainbow medium.
This million can.
Who?
They think money can solve everything.
Just one color ain't. There's a spectrum.
Yeah, just like
Get
the
down.
lanterns.
So this Nathan Fillion dude, he's played Green Lantern multiple times.
Yeah, he's voiced him.
Yeah, because I see him. He's in Justice League Doom. He's in Green Lantern Emerald Knights. He's in
Yeah,
Reign of Superman, Justice League.
He was the voice of Superman during the voice of
This nigga got the mic in his room?
yeah, he voiced. I'd say he voiced all the Green Lantern during the first era of the animated movies.
What?
So when he was getting his
What?
ass whooped.
What is this?
What?
He was in a show, James Gunn's PG porn, from 2008 to 2009.
Hey, yo, sometimes you got to help your boy out. Sometimes you got to be a stand-in
James
dick
Gunn
for your
stays
boy.
with his people, bro. James
How
Gunn
about
stays
no?
We're going to look that up.
So
We're going to give him some fuel online.
So let's move on. And moving on, what do we want? So we know we're getting Batman. We know we're getting Mr. Miracle. We've gotten the
But we
Monster
don't know
Squad
if this Mr. Miracle is part
of it. Okay, it might be an Elseworld.
Which, if it's Elseworld, if it
That's
follows that comic,
But I don't think so because their name is called the name of this section is called Gods and Monsters, and I thought gods they were just referring to the characters because they are
they're referring to
essentially
the new
gods.
gods?
I think they're referring to the new gods.
Yeah, but they can bring the new gods in and still have an Elseworld new god.
Yeah, that's true.
Because again, that Mr. Miracle storyline is an Elseworld storyline. It's not part of the main continuity.
So yeah,
Very good.
So what are we excited to see out of James Gunn's DCU?
Well,
What do you want out of James Gunn's DCU?
I would like to see a good written, was it Dark Side? Like ones from Justice League Unlimited, the show. Like I really did like him when I was a kid as a villain.
Yeah,
Like,
Justice League Unlimited and Young Justice does a very good Dark Side.
I want to see that. I want to see Martian Manhunter, and I would like to see. I would like to see Flash. I would like to see a James Gunn Flash. Like
a good Flash.
Of course, homie did his thing. But I honestly, low key, my favorite parts of the Justice League was some of Flash parts. Like the last scene
of the movie
when he was like,
the turn back time.
the turn back time and doing. I know like some people don't like him flailing the arms. I didn't have a problem with that.
He was a sprinter. That makes sense.
Yeah, so I would love to see James Gunn's interpretation of Flash. Even of course with Batman, I would love to see Batman.
That's my main.
I know that he was. I don't know. I know some rumors are going on with the World's Finest or something. I don't know if any of that's confirmed.
Well,
or
James
anything.
Gunn did say that he's writing a somewhat sequel to Superman, where Superman is heavily involved, but it's not a direct sequel. So it could be a World's Finest.
What do you want out of DCU?
DC, I want all of the lanterns. I want a big story with all of the lanterns involved. I need that because they are the most, in my opinion, they are the most fun to deal with.
They're the most diverse, also personality wise.
Oh yeah,
like every lantern, all the main lanterns are very different from one another.
Yeah, but I want the yellows. I want all the colors involved. I want a Blackest Night type storyline.
All right.
I really want that. But if we're gonna stay more on Earth, I want to visit fucking more lesser known characters. Well, not lesser known because Static is not a lesser known character, but we've never
I didn't forget
gotten Static, and I would
That was
love
gonna be on my
to
list.
have Static. I want Black Lightning. I like lightning based characters. Those are my favorite. Oddly,
You like black people, huh?
I love black people.
Yeah.
But I also love lightning.
We are the
so I
guys.
love Black Lightning.
But all the black characters have lightning powers.
They no, they don't. Not all. Not all. A good portion do.
I
But
think somebody made a joke about that in some animated
I was
series.
about to say Miles, and then I was like, wait,
Miles does have
Other black.
electric
Static Shock,
powers.
Storm.
though. Storm has weather powers, so we
What can she
can't
do?
create electricity. But
Okay.
anyway,
Run up my DTE bill.
because James Gunn.
I hate to have her.
James Gunn is very good at introducing lesser known characters.
Yeah.
But those two aren't really lesser known. I don't know. I would like the Spectre.
Ooh, stunning.
The Spectre, that would be crazy.
Yeah, because I didn't
But
like
it'd
what they
be
did in
fun.
Arrowverse with it. Did you see
That
what
was-
happened?
Yeah. That
They
was-
made Green Arrow,
Green Arrow
the
becomes-
Spectre.
I would love to see a Green Arrow movie.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Green Arrow movie.
Like, you know how we have
Green
Ant-Man and a Wasp?
Yeah.
Give me Green Arrow and Black Canary.
Yes.
And
That would be
Green
great.
Huh?
and Green Hornet.
Green Hornet. It's not from DC.
You know what? Yeah. Because Kevin Feige is good at making characters that I don't give a fuck about. I ain't give a fuck about Ant-Man when they first announced. I'm like,
I didn't like Ant-Man. I don't like any of the
But I
Ant-Man
saw-
movies.
no, but-
Stop.
Oh, you're crazy.
When I saw it with him, that boy, man, I'm like, yo,
They're definitely my least favorite of all.
Ant-Man is one of my.
that
Ant-Man is
first
probably my
movie is
favorite.
so
MCU
that first
really.
movie is so creative. Like
Yeah,
the
Ant-Man
way
the
that
first
the
one?
fighting shit, it's so
Yeah.
fucking.
It was-
cool.
Getting
It
larger,
has
smaller?
good, it has funny moments,
and
but
Paul
like,
Rudd carries too.
but
Yes.
I don't know.
It was for me. It was Ant-Man was a relaxing break
We
from
get on
what
Marvel.
we've all
Yeah,
gotten.
I agree.
I
That
don't mean to switch it to Marvel. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about like
No, you're good.
the formula of being able to make me care about characters I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
I give a fuck about Thor. I did not give a fuck about Captain America. And I did not give a fuck about Iron Man.
Nobody
I was
did.
waiting to
No one
see
did.
Spider-Man.
About any of these people.
Even-
Nobody
I
did.
didn't
Guess
even-
what? I say this
Look
all
at
the time.
comics.
Still to this day, they don't sell. No one cares
oh.
about Iron Man, Thor, or Captain America.
Thor storyline is going heavy.
It goes
Thor's
heavy.
storylines have been going.
But no, he's right. He at the time they were like
But
low.
right now, Thor is doing good. And we got a Captain America storyline coming out written by Chip Zdarsky.
Oh, that might be good.
It's gonna be deliciously well.
But you know who always sells?
Spider-Man.
Well, him and
Batman.
no X-Men.
Yeah.
The X-Men is Marvel's best selling, one of the best. I would say one of, because someone would be like, actually,
you know who sells? Spawn.
Yeah.
One I didn't even know about, honestly, because I'm not that big of a comic book fan, but that Marvel made me a fan of was Doctor Strange. That movie
Yeah.
was so amazing. I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
What's the bad movie? But they were very good at like introducing characters.
Some of
that
the
I don't give a
characters,
fuck.
yeah.
Guardians, like I heard Guardians one time.
Guardians.
Same.
I've never heard of the Guardians until, and
Same.
again, I'm a comic book reader, but I had never heard of the Guardians until the movies, and they are my favorite movies. They're my favorite trilogy.
Easily.
Very good trilogy.
Easily.
Very good trilogy.
Hey, Thunderbolts.
They're my favorite trilogy.
Man,
Thunderbolts.
people
I
love
heard of the
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. I don't like.
I knew the Thunderbolts were, but yeah.
All right, we're
We're on DC. We're
not
on
on
DC.
Marvel. We're on DC.
Do you have expectations or anything you want to be excited for DCU as a person who's not a DC fan? You said it, and not a comic book fan. So what would you like to see moving forward from what you?
Hey, you're not a DC fan? We gotta talk.
You're not a DC fan. Pull up in Sri Lanka.
Listen,
So
I'm not
yeah.
a Marvel fan either. I like Spider-Man. I like Batman. There we go.
Okay.
I'm basic. I'm
a simple guy.
Casual.
In and out. In and
I'm a
out.
civilian.
I'm a
North
casual.
Right. I am.
I'm
I'm
a tech alien.
As a casual watching the trailer,
Uh-huh.
it looks like a James Gunn superhero movie, and I like that
See,
because
yeah.
I like James Gunn superhero movies.
That was the thing I was
So
scared
I
of.
have no
at first.
expectations
I'm not
other
sure
than
I'm
it
gonna
being
do
a
that.
James Gunn superhero movie. So if it doesn't live up to that expectation, I'm going to be upset. But it's going to be the very first Superman movie I ever see in theaters. And actually the very first Superman movie that I ever watched all the way through.
There's nothing wrong with that
Damn.
at all.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that
at all.
Okay.
I hate Superman.
So Wolf.
Tell us.
We're gonna stop. We're gonna come
look
back
like
to that
wearing-
later.
He look like wearing a shot.
So the only thing I really want out of the DCEU or DCU, I'm sorry, is Bat Family shit. My favorite superheroes all come from my top 10 superheroes. The majority of them come from the Bat Family and not even Batman. So I just want to see authentic Nightwing. I want all 28 Robins. I want all 5 Batwomen. I want an authentic Birds of Prey. I want the villains to be just as psychotic and kooky and
Let's hope we stay there.
ostentatious. You know what I'm saying? Like I want it. I have an idea. So here's my pitch for a Robin movie.
Oh.
Or Robin and Batgirl. I will call it Sidekicks.
Sidekicks?
Yeah, DC's Sidekicks. And what I would do is I will make it maybe 3 or 4 seasons, and like maybe every season focuses on a generation of Bruce's sidekicks. Dicks. Yeah. So like the first season focuses on Dick, Barbara, and Jason.
I mean, I would just stick
And then-
to just Dick and Barbara for season 1. I would do Jason for season
I would
2.
do Jason only because, and like I would, and it will be like 9 episodes, but just 3 episodes. Yeah, I thought about it because I'm such a fan of this, and like the 3 episodes show them becoming the sidekick, where it goes wrong, and then them becoming Nightwing, becoming Oracle, becoming Red Hood.
We need Superboy Prime. Get him.
Minus Superboy Prime. And then like second season, we have Tim, we have Spoiler, we have Damien.
Spoiler what?
Her name is
That's her
Spoiler.
name.
She was a Robin.
Spoil.
She's
Death.
her
Dinner.
her dad is a sidekick. I mean, is a villain, and his name is a pun off his villain name. But anyways, so like even with Stephanie, we can show how she becomes a Robin, fails. How she becomes a Batgirl, fails. And then becomes like, okay, I'm just gonna do me. spoiler, like in her 3 episodes show where she triumphs and fails, and it ends up becoming her own identity, but still be part of the Bat family. Same thing with Huntress. Even have Huntress in there. Some,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like he has a slew of proteges, and they just don't. They find their way through him. No pedo. He finds his way. They find a kindred spirit in Bruce, but then after a certain while, it goes wrong, and then they have to do their own thing, but still respect Bruce. Huntress is another example of that. I'm gonna be Batgirl. I fell at Batgirl. Okay, I'm gonna become Huntress. I would like to see that, and it leads up to Damian and Duke, who he kind of does better at being parents. Like I have
Damian
a
dies.
Damn, he does.
Damian dies a couple times.
Damian gets by his mom.
Yeah.
Hires the hit on him.
Not Apocalypse. What's his name too? He doesn't. Darkseid kills him a couple times too.
I don't remember.
animated movies where he-
I know that Batman takes motherfucking Damian's body to Apocalypse,
Yeah.
to Darkseid's planet to revive him.
Yeah. But definitely like for the first 2 seasons, it will be like 3 episodes per character, and just focuses on them meeting Bruce, them going wrong with Bruce, and then them coming into their own identities. And I will call it sidekicks. I
Good
just
idea.
want
Good idea.
good Gotham sidekicks.
I mean, you could make that a
Energy.
show about anyone with their
Yeah.
sidekicks. Fucking Barry with Wally.
Yeah.
Fucking
See, it could become an
Superman with
anthology.
Connor. Superman with John.
Yeah.
Superman with other Connor.
Yeah. Other Connor. Yeah.
A lot of
it could-
clones going on over there. Right?
I get this idea, and I got it from like the Arrowverse, because like bring back 22 episode season.
Fuck yeah, dude. Love the Arrow. I love Arrowverse. Fucking bring back Red Arrow. Bring back Arsenal. Bring back Heroin.
Yeah, Arsenal could be a good one. Yeah, just call it DC Sidekicks.
I have one more expectation as a casual.
What's up?
You want to watch Arsenal do heroin?
Don't know who that is, and I
You're
don't
about
want to
to-
watch anybody do heroin.
Not a
Sticking
good
to
site.
continuity.
That you want to watch?
I said I don't.
okay. It's like Wes.
Watch list crazy.
If there is a Joker,
Mm.
and if you are going to bring a Harley Quinn into it,
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's coming.
it better be Margot Robbie. And if it's not Margot Robbie, she better be finer than Margot Robbie, because I'm going to be pissed.
Honestly, don't. I'm not like y'all. How y'all kept Waller and all the people from.
Waller is so good.
Yeah, but she did
How
good
y'all
as
brought
well.
everybody back from Peacemaker and Suicide Squad.
And my man's is Blue Beetle.
Yeah, he's there, he's there.
Sholo. I can't think of his last.
Show
Bring back Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, or if not, actually retire Harley Quinn and bring in.
We got another Harley.
Her name is Punchline.
Punchline.
Bring in Punchline, and yeah, you could tone, and that way you could tone down some of the funny shit that Harley Quinn has. Harley Quinn has had a good story, like despite the fails of the DCEU, Harley Quinn's story is actually the best part of it, even in the failed Suicide Squad. So how about we give her a break? Like we're gonna give Flash a break, and bring in Punchline as a good, sinister, maybe funny, but like still like dark.
Yeah.
I just feel like the character has become Margot at this point. Like,
Yeah, it's just
very
one of those
much like
things.
if you think of Harley Quinn, you think of Margot
Margot,
Robbie's.
If I think of
Quinn.
Harley Quinn, I think of the 1990s Batman animated series.
I think of.
It's not far off from
I
that.
think of the Batman. Yeah, the Batman animated series. Yeah, that's what,
Oh, that's where she
does-
first appeared. So
She does a great job. That like, yeah, it's synonymous. Like Wes said, it's all like she's one of those things. Like,
bring back Jared Leto as the Joker.
no,
oh well,
No.
he has a case going on, so
Yeah, of course
he
does
might be
that.
busy.
Of course, he has a case.
The weird, bro.
That was the worst Joker to ever Joker.
I didn't.
It
hate
was.
hated it.
We're not. We'll talk off
But
air
it's
about
bad.
it.
It
hurt you
but
really bad.
Just the fact of where his like compound is really creepy. We'll talk about it off air because
Okay.
it's a deep dive.
Well, before we even get off air, I want to just say one, not criticism, but like it kind of goes on to what you said about Margot, and it was where none of us are women, obviously, so whatever.
Speak for yourself.
You might be a fucking unicorn, you know. Do you fucking I'm seeing James Gunn does not know how to write women. How do you guys feel about that?
I disagree.
no.
Gamora.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
Nebula.
This is what I was thinking about when I was even the rat girl from the fucking Suicide Squad. Did
Harley
you write
Quinn.
Well, I mean, Harley Quinn kind of writes herself.
Still did.
He
But
did a good job.
You can fuck it up, but just
watch Scooby Doo, y'all. I know y'all digging in the crates trying to get. Watch Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Velma.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's your mommy? Like,
They're just pulling things
Dawn of the Dead.
out of- they're pulling shit out the air. He's in the press too much. Why is he?
Oh, I'm sorry,
all in the
promoting
video?
his movie.
or what about
his show.
Bride of Frankenstein in the?
Yeah.
If anything, I
Bride
say
was a beast,
he's
too.
been the best writer of women in superhero media in the last
And
few years.
Even he and like we said, he keeps his actors in his movies. He's brought women from Marvel to DC, keeping them employed, keeping their movies the highest
Yeah.
grossing. A lot of the girl who plays Nebula isn't really in a lot of stuff. She's in like 3 James Gunn's things. The girl who played the rat girl in fucking Suicide Squad, she's in James Gunn movies. She was
That's
in
his wife, though.
that. It was his wife.
No, that's not her.
That's not his wife.
I'm
That's
about
not
to
who
say,
plays-
Hart.
I know.
I don't know how to say her stupid ass name. That fucking ass show.
Homegirl in Peacemaker.
That's his wife.
That's his wife.
That's his
But
wife.
what's her name is the girl who plays Mantis is in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who his ex-wife is?
I'm scared.
If you know, don't answer.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Pam
From Martin?
from The Office.
Oh, I'm like, yo, James Gunn, you got Pam? Yo, you nigga.
I hate Jalea so
nigga, that ass.
you,
so much.
you thought his white ass got her?
Bro, these white niggas be getting. Bill Murray got Khalees.
Bill Murray is a legend.
Bill
He
Bird.
got Khalees. All right, yeah.
Don't Bill Bird date black women only?
His wife's black.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro, black girl.
Robert De Niro is a
Dirk
citizen of
Nowitzki,
the
black
world,
woman.
darling. His current wife is Asian. I think he just like
Just
he's
check those
not
black
He's
girls.
collecting the infinity.
They-
yeah, of races. Yeah.
They
No,
But yeah, I didn't know that. He has a type in. He has a
black
type.
women beautiful, bro.
No, I'm talking about James Gunn because
Yeah.
like Pam and Holcart kind of look alike.
If I say Pam is mid, can we end this episode?
I guess that's a yes.
I think you upset Wes.
Pam in The Office, very mid, but I think that's the point of her character is just to look very like
Yeah.
meh.
She looks
If
good.
you ever
lady.
worked
Outside of that,
office.
when she like, I forget what movie it is. She's basically like a prostitute in the movie. She
Blade of
looks-
Glory.
Blade of Glories.
She's kind of fine in that.
She is. I like prostitutes. I'm joking.
So guess what you got on Father's Day?
I got a Lego set. I got a Lego.
Oh, which
set,
Lego
and I got
set?
the set? I got a.
What's the hat set?
I'm a. It's a Detroit Lions set.
Oh, sweet.
I didn't get to see it a lot.
Yeah, what's the Lego
because
set?
she kind of tried to hide it a little bit. But I'm gonna send it when I go home.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Star Wars Lego sets at Target for sale right now. If
That makes
anybody wants to come by.
You better come get
I,
this shit.
I stock
You
them
better
every day.
promote.
You go ahead and promote that non-DEI
But
store.
actually-
Yeah, tell them to put the watermelon in the front.
Are y'all? Oh, okay. So I gotta ask, what's been going on with all the protests and any like with them losing so much money? What do they say to you guys about that? Oh, hold on, we gotta change
All
batteries.
right, nothing.
Hold please.
Well,
They don't say nothing.
they don't say nothing. No,
Not
probably.
a thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, people have mentioned like things stopped as soon as like the DEI stuff stopped. But I mean, there is a lot of white people that work there, but a lot like
It's a college town though.
it's Ann Arbor, so it's very progressive town. Like there's several trans women that work there, like black people, like Asian people, like okay.
And at corporate or in anything from corporate or anything, they don't say nothing to you guys. I'm just
I
curious.
feel like it's an interview.
No, because I'm just curious about how I went to Starbucks. Because I can tell you at Starbucks, we kind of went through with the protests and everything. They were telling us to, like, avoid certain
Bro,
things
stand
and
y'all
everything.
ground. If y'all believe on it, stand on it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Don't backtrack.
Like that at our Monday morning circle jerks, they don't bring up anything like that. Really?
Not even the money. Like, how much are they pressuring y'all to sell more? Pressuring them to sell more because they losing so much money?
They pressure everybody to sell Target Circle memberships, which
Man, circle this dick, man. Fuck Target.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm just curious.
Yo,
Uh,
yo,
real quick-
Goodfellas hoodies mean goodies. What's it called? Yeah,
I will say,
Those
yeah,
bitches good.
I hate that we're not shopping at Target right now because their clothes are quality.
Who
Yo,
is we?
You shopping at Target?
Hey yo,
Wherever
I
I
just
can
picked-
save money.
I just picked
don't-
something.
You know, wherever I can save money.
You're not
don't
an
give a
ally.
Shit about me.
I shop there every day that I work.
You get a discount. So what you mean?
Listen,
no, he talked about his discounts, bro. They trash.
the discounts aren't that great, but to begin to I don't feel like staying after because I work at 4 a.m.
Oh,
I'm off by anywhere between 9 and noon.
you in that slave shift?
Staying after to talk to HR about how their fucking system is stupid and tells me that my fucking employee ID doesn't exist when I try to sign up for my fucking my Target Circle account to
That's
my
nasty.
employee ID number doesn't work.
I did a turkle before too.
You better get used with losing money. Sure, I'm sure Kelsey want better cheap groceries in the house. You better get your
Target
discount.
groceries are ass.
Our groceries probably with discount cost the same as what we get at Aldi.
Oh, never mind.
Aldi's got it.
Yeah, that's it for me.
I do want to talk about Injustice 3. So, Mortal Kombat has stopped support for NetherRealm, I'm sorry.
You knew.
Has stopped support for Mortal Kombat 1, and they're moving on to the next game. So they're moving on to Injustice 3. That's what we're hoping. What's the stank face for?
It's been a year. They're already stopped.
Bro, it's done. It's over.
I will
It's
say,
over.
I will say,
You gotta move
okay,
on.
I will say, I don't like Mortal Kombat 1, but it is one of the better selling fighting
it's
games.
Gonna sell. Mortal Kombat's gonna sell.
It sells, but it's not. It wasn't good, and so they're already moving on to the next game, and I'm excited for Injustice 3. Injustice is one of my favorite video games.
I hope y'all get what y'all want, yo, because I never really played Injustice. I just hope y'all, y'all DC niggas.
When did Injustice 2 come out?
Bro, it's been almost 10
Past
years.
20
Yeah, I have it. I have it on my Xbox.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We should start playing that like we used to do with Fighter Z before what's it called, and just start.
No, I'm not playing fighting games with you. You play them all the time. I barely ever play.
It was fun though, Wes. You got me that one time when
I
you started
did.
when you locked in that one time. You was like, I've been waiting to fight you, and you beat my ass that one time.
That's one time, but
That one time.
because I caught you off guard, once you were able
That
to
one time.
figure out what I was doing, you beat me right after
It
that.
was a white boy summer. He had extra.
But yeah, so you don't play Injustice.
I don't play fighting games like
Okay, did you play Injustice?
Mhm.
Do you like it?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I like the story.
Yeah, it's
I like
very
the comic
good.
book.
Yeah, the comic
Written
book
by
is very
Tom
good.
Taylor.
Yeah, yes, it is. I love the Injustice games. I'm sorry, I like them more than the new generation of Mortal Kombat games. I'm not gonna lie, they're just fun. They're nonsense. I love anything you could play with Harley. They're just diverse, and it's a zoning type of fighting game. I know people hate zoning fighting games, but
I'm tired of arena fighters.
I'm tired. I'm tired of the 2D, but I enjoy the fact that it's so diverse. Like, that's a different fighting game. There's no zoners in Injustice. That's a different fighting game because it's all missiles and guns and pew-pews, So yeah, I just want give me Teen Titans, and that's all I want. Because Starfire was a bomb.
Yo, if they go put Robin in there, they got to do the knee drop. You got to do the knee drop.
What's the knee drop?
From the
seen
fucking
Teen
belt.
Titans?
Injustice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the nigga was wearing metal
Oh, they
on
do
his
it in
shoes.
Injustice 1.
They do the knee.
They do the knee drop in
I
Injustice
don't. I never played it.
But yeah,
so
I'll because I've been
You've been playing.
yeah.
You've been practicing.
I'm
So,
bored at home. Like, when I-
Another reason not to play against you.
I'm so.
you know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm
I'm
gonna get good.
poor.
I'm gonna beat this nigga,
You
bro.
have, do you have PlayStation
We
5?
we
Yeah.
So Injustice 1 and 2 are on PlayStation Now, whatever they call
Oh,
it.
they are.
Yeah, they're on PlayStation Plus.
I'll get it.
I'll get it.
clear. Me and you can play together
Of course.
and get better.
You're so mean.
No, I'm
Hey,
gonna beat it.
I'll
to
let
get-
you win.
I have to get better. I don't want to be let win. That's not fun.
I just want to play for the camaraderie.
Oh,
we
no,
will
it's
get
gonna- it's gonna be
we
some
will
camaraderie.
get better, and then
Playing
we'll
for
play.
cum.
Camaraderie.
But I
Wait, what the fuck?
I played it with my ex, and then I haven't played it since.
Oh yeah, because Red Hood's in it, really fun. But yeah, Starfire's in it, really fun.
Is it the black one?
You'll hate me playing Injustice because Starfire is that bitch. But yeah, I'm excited and I'm excited. Just give me a Beast Boy. Give me a Beast Boy. Give me
We'll
Beast
never
Boy.
get a Beast Boy.
We'll never get Beast Boy. Not an authentic Beast Boy. It costs a lot.
No, it does. Well, you're talking about that.
Mhm.
Promoting. Very nice. Very nice. I'll promote something as well. Real quick. Absolute Batman issue 9 just came out.
Yeah,
We were
with
introduced
Big
to
Daddy
Bane.
Bane.
Yeah, Big Back Bane.
Back Bane.
Big Back Bane. Big Back Bane.
Big Back Bane.
Motherfucker said, I can get bigger. Batman said,
Did you see the pictures in the group chat? That nigga, it's a whole panel.
bro, Batman said, yeah, tried not using that juice. He goes, I haven't used the juice yet. Then he did.
Oh my god.
Then that motherfucker turned into the Twin Towers.
Jesus, that nigga is big.
Except he took Batman down. Bro, he was holding Batman by his head.
And like Batman is already like a stocky 6'20"
Bro,
nigga.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Batman's already like 6'5", 350
He's
pounds.
built actually. So like when I imagine Absolute Batman, I imagine what's his name, the one that we want to play Batman,
Alan Richardson.
Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine that's.
Yes, Alan Richardson in fucking Reacher season 2 and 3.
I just watched.
Is that Batman built?
I just watched him do his workout routine.
Yeah, I seen you.
God,
liked
I'm
it.
fucking gay.
I seen that you liked it.
God, I'm fucking homosexual because he's just. I don't even like my guys that tall, that ripped, but just damn, he's so fucking hot. It just ripped. It just tall.
No
It
one
just-
can deny it.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
just
no one-
hate.
No one's arguing you with
I
this.
know, but it's just like personally.
There's like straight men, gay men, straight women,
You
gay
just
women.
want to like, is it how people feel towards Chris Hemsworth? Like, just like,
I think Alan Richardson's better.
I agree, but it's just like
I don't know about
there's something about that nigga. He's just like real.
I know that Castle.
It's
Real
that
quick.
smile, that charm.
I've got
Yeah.
a question. Why does it? It seems, but it could be untrue, that gay men enjoy buff men more than women enjoy buff. Men.
Oh, it's so people talk about that a lot, like the male gaze versus the woman's gaze, and like yeah, when people talk about like especially straight bros who go to the gym a lot, that's really made fun of a lot. They're like, you're not doing it for women validation because women don't care about this shit. They'll fuck a 500-pound dick dude with a tiny dick as long as they treat him right.
Unless you got money.
I didn't say that. But like when you go to the gym, it's like it's a bunch of niggas circle jerking off each other and
Oh God, bro,
look at those,
Your traps look comfortable.
yeah, look at that, look, you're nice. Or they play. I see the gym games where they like roll the dumbbells to make sure they hit the ass. Like who got a bigger ass? I'm like, that is the gayest shit I have ever seen.
LA Fitness? What's LA Fitness? That's all I.
Oh, you never seen that? Oh, I see it all the time. No, this straight niggas doing that shit.
My last,
Did
That's
it hit
so
my
funny.
ass?
my last 3 relationships.
Mhm,
I'm a fat nigga. Girls like dad bods.
mhm,
I don't really go after like it's nothing. I love all women. My women don't really be on the
mhm.
heavier set side, but like when I'm in a relationship, all women do like dad bods. I mean,
They like dad bods and they like drug addict bods.
yeah, but you gotta have
You're
money.
annoying.
You gotta have money.
But like but gay people do too. Like they love a big guy. But I think for aesthetic purposes, I've been with those guys who are ripped, and it's just when you get in bed with them, they just hard.
Cuddling with a rock.
Cuddling with a rock. But I do
In the bed with a fucking
fucking stone.
Well, this is comfortable.
Right. I'm like, I can't get your laying on. I can't get.
just laying on a.
Can you just lay on me? But like, right,
This is what it felt like for Missionary and Eternals.
right.
That shit was
But it's just
weak
like,
ass missionary.
but with Alan Rickson, it's just wow, just wow. That's just
I can only say so much, otherwise
sus.
people will start saying things.
Who the fuck cares? What you?
Not me. Not me.
One last thing, and then yeah, we'll end it because we're pushing the.
Yeah, we're pushing it. We're pushing it.
Persia. I can hear Persia.
As a, this is not in DC. This is related to Power Rangers. Every Power Ranger or Power Ranger like media is doing well right now, but Power Rangers. And it's making me mad because they have, we have a couple animes right now. We have Go-Go Loser Ranger. There's the Red Ranger gets isekai'd, and then there's another one, Love versus World Domination.
Is Isekai the gay one? Would he turn?
No, isekai means like video game.
Yeah,
Is that
Like
Yaoi?
Sword Art Yaoi is
yeah.
gay.
Yaoi is gay.
Yeah.
Does that same dude still own Power Rangers?
Which one?
The one.
one
I
from
am
the-
Saban?
The
No.
one from the
Oh,
doc.
I was about to say because maybe that's why people
No,
seem to not
Hasbro
like
owns
him.
it right now. So Transformers and shit.
And they on death row. Well, they're not wrong.
So and not just that, the comics are doing well.
Yeah.
But Super Sentai, the Japanese counterpart, is doing exceptionally well.
Yeah.
And there was another one I was gonna say that's doing well. That's Power Rangers adjacent. But everyone's doing well, but Power Rangers. And like this Disney Plus, the new season's gonna come on Disney Plus. It's gonna be a collaboration with with Hasbro and Paramount and Disney. And I've been reading what their ideas have been for the last few Power Rangers that didn't come to fruition or whatever, and what this one might be. And I'm just like, y'all doing too much. The comics are right there.
Well,
Your comics are right there. Just y'all want to make it Tommy focused, but also deviate. Please just do the Shatter Grid. Listen, you get at least 3 years worth of content to do this. Please, you're gonna fuck it up by making this convoluted ass story involving. I get you want to get Tommy. He's the most popular Power Ranger, and I get you want to use Mighty Morphin. It's the most iconic series. I'm not gonna say the best. It's not the best. It's the most iconic series.
Ninja Storm.
Ninja Storm. We can. That's another.
You can talk about that.
We should
Dino
do that.
Force.
We should do that next time. Like, what's
All
the
right.
best Power Ranger season?
But I also think we should all watch every single season.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be a good watch start. We
I
can
got you.
condense it, but I will say,
That's actually a good idea.
stop. You're making this, writers. I don't know if you're going to see this, but like, you're making this story convoluted. Please just adapt the comics. Please just get in touch with who owns it. Boom Studios owns. Please just adapt the comics. Jason David Frank, rest in peace, want to do that anyway. Just adapt the comics. You guys are making this too much a bigger deal.
They're in a lot of like you
Adapt
know.
the comics.
You seen the doc? You told me to watch it. Like
Yeah.
they're in a lot of the Power Rangers kind of got a like negative connotation on it like right now.
Yeah, but you can recast. Don't bring in the old people.
Oh no, don't bring in that
Because-
wire fraud ass nigga.
Yeah, no,
bring
because
that
they're
nigga.
old anyway. Maybe bring them in as parents of the team because the parents are very much
Don't
involved
bring
in
in
the
the
comics.
murderers. But yeah,
Some of the parents are involved in the comics. Like the guy Billy in the comics, Billy's dad in the comics looked just like David Yost, the guy who played Billy in real life. No, that's
He
somebody
was
else.
just in the most recent Power Ranger thing.
Yeah, he was in the anniversary special. But yeah, I'm begging you, I'm imploring you, please just adapt the Shatter Grid storyline. It starts at Green Ranger year 1 and then go from there. Please don't. Or you even go and start there and then bring in the Green Ranger later on. Just adapt the comics. Please don't. Y'all making this too much.
Agreed.
so adapt the comics and
Please. It's right there. The stories are in front of you. They're captivating. They're deep. It's campy at the same time. They use the same monsters. And you just make the suits more different. That's all you can do is just like make the suits more tactical suits instead of spandex.
Let a guy be a Pink Ranger.
Or he is in the new comics in Prime.
Oh, never mind.
The former Silver Ranger is a Pink Ranger.
Sweet. I gotta read the Prime. I might go pick it up.
But anyways, yes, that's it. That's all. That's my little rant. Anything else?
anything
Questions,
else?
comments, concerns?
I got this. We'll exit right now.
all right, Nick, do you think?
All right.
Hey.
Hey. All right, POJ.
Do the
See you
roar.
Space Cowboys later.
Do the roar.